The search for a suspect accused of a string of brutal crimes in the Kelso Valley area enters its second week tonight, with no information being released on the suspect. Tonight, 23 ABC spoke with Kern County Sheriff Donny Youngblood, who tells us why he considers this manhunt a nightmare scenario. 23 ABC's GRECIA Aguilar is in Kelso Valley tonight and has that story.
SWAT teams, detectives, tactical teams, and other agencies from Central and Southern California have been on site here for 8 days, going into day 9. Sheriff Donny Youngblood says despite the long hours and the difficult circumstances, the crew here doesn't lack any motivation. Mountain trails, desert heat, it's not something Kern County law enforcement is used to dealing with on a daily basis.
We had LA here with their SWAT team, and very difficult for them because they're not used to that terrain. They're not used to 101-degree heat, and my guys aren't either, and you know, nobody is in climbing mountains up and down and up and down. Knowing the terrain is something Sheriff Donny Youngblood says their suspect has an advantage over them in. With someone that probably lives in that type of environment, and you acclimate to that and it becomes natural, it's much easier to move around. Plus, if there's trails everywhere, you know the easiest way to get from point A to point B, where we have to learn the easiest way. But as the manhunt for a kidnapping and killing suspect enters its second week, without even a glimpse of him, Youngblood says it can be a difficult routine to deal with at times. It's very demoralizing, but you know, they had one of their officers shot, almost killed. He says that knowing that one of their own was shot by the suspect is what keeps the officers going. As the SWAT team tried to clear a mobile home, they were met with him at the end of the hallway. Didn't know he was there, of course, and he opened fire, and the lead officer was struck 2 times, once in each arm, and received some pretty severe injuries. And the other deputy, his SWAT partner, drug him out to safety. And during that process, the other 2 SWAT members and Jose Perez, the one that was dragging him out, were returning fire out of protection. And that allowed him to go out the back and run up the mountain and into the night. Despite the long hours and the challenging environment, Youngblood says his team isn't giving up. This is what we do. This is what gets us up in the morning. They might get tired and they might get demoralized, but I promise you, they're inspired every time they go out there because they want to find this guy really badly. And again, no sight of the man KCSO is looking for tonight, but Sheriff Youngblood says they're in this for the long haul until they find the suspect they're looking for. We'll, of course, bring you the latest information as it becomes available. In Weldon, I'm GRECIA Aguilar, 23 ABC.